Calabash, North Carolina is a quiet fishing town located just over the state line from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
To sum it up, is a perfect place to live, quiet, the best seafood in the world, and that's how Calabash was known.
In September of 1991, in broad daylight, two masked men with handguns walked into one of the local banks. A teller pushed the silent alarm, but the robbers got away with $40,000 before police arrived.
The closest police station was our county complex, which is about 25 to 30 miles away.
The bank was equipped with surveillance cameras that used 35mm film.
In most instances, we have bank surveillance videotapes, which don't give us a lot of quality and don't allow us the opportunity to enhance the photos.
The pictures showed a well-organized crime.
Some individuals go in banks with no gloves, no mask, and no plan. Those are the easiest ones to catch. The folks that are well-planned, well-orchestrated, prove to be the most difficult challenge in law enforcement.
The men entered the bank just after an armored truck made its daily delivery of cash from the Federal Reserve Bank.
They didn't walk around the bank like nervous or anything, and they had a getaway car waiting, and they were watching the getaway car the whole time. They could see it through the door.
The high-resolution pictures gave investigators a good look at the getaway car, driven most likely by a third accomplice.
We were able to determine it was a Camaro. We were able to determine the year of the vehicle, certain packages that came with the vehicle that were not standard.
But without the license plate number, it would be difficult to find the car. With so few clues, the robbery went unsolved until 1 year later. It happened again at the very same bank.
We have a bank robbery in progress.
It was turning our quiet town, known for its seafood, into a quiet town known for its bank robberies.
A bank employee recognized them.
She recognized the voice, the way they stood, the same directives. She was positive the same people were robbing her over and over again. In fact, the statement she made was deja vu.
One of the robbers is about 5'8" and nearly 300 pounds. It was fairly distinct. They got identified that way as being the same people.
The robbers warned the tellers not to throw die packs in the money bags. Die packs are rigged to explode later, leaving a permanent die on the bills.
One of the news crews had come down. It sort of made me mad. That reporter stood in the middle of the street in Calabash and made the comment, "If you want to rob a bank, Calabash is the place to come and do it."
Over the next several years, these same men robbed other banks in the area. The getaway cars were stolen and abandoned miles away.
They were not making a lot of mistakes. They were going in, they were getting what they needed to get, and they got out of the bank.
We had no hairs, we had no fibers, we had no confessions, we had no money. We had very few bits of real physical evidence.
Over a 4-year period, there were 6 bank robberies stretching from Calabash, North Carolina, down to Myrtle Beach across the state line. Each robbery lasted between 2 and 5 minutes, and none of the branches had armed security personnel.
Very meticulous, very structured, very organized, in, out, and gone. And you're in a rural area. I think you have to be both lucky and good.
And the crimes were becoming increasingly violent.
The one, usually the obese robber in this case, went behind the teller's counter and threatened to kill him. And the other one rounded up any customers or other bank employees, sometimes forced them into one office or forced them onto the ground.
In one particular bank robbery, a warning shot was fired at a bank manager. We had several instances where tellers were struck, were dragged, were beaten, were threatened.
In one instance, when an employee hesitated in opening the bank vault, it almost cost her her life.
She was shaking so badly, she couldn't do the combination. That individual cocked the weapon against her head and said, "This is your last chance. You open the vault or you're dead."
Investigators tried to predict where and when the robbers would strike again. But they never imagined what would happen next. The robbers returned to Calabash and hit the same bank for the third time. It turned out to be their biggest heist to date. They walked out of the bank with $175,000. But this time, there was a witness outside.
I had to kind of take a double take to make sure I was seeing what I thought I saw. And then I realized it was a bank robbery in progress.
King saw two men run from the bank and get into a green car driven by a third man. King wrote down the license plate number, then did something law enforcement officers discourage. He followed them. The chase reached speeds of 80 miles per hour.